Hello there, fellow collectors. It is Sneaker back with another video. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be reviewing a lightsaber from my friends over at Sabermach, who sent me a very special lightsaber that really means something to me as far as the character goes. Before we get into it, if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any future content coming from me. Please also consider becoming a channel member and joining the Evil Empire, where you get access to exclusive perks, early access to videos, and members only shoutouts at the end of my videos and live streams. So jumping right into it here is Sabermach.com, and as you can see, the company makes these different combat sabers, and they are located, like I said, in Singapore. So if we go to shop now, you'll see a bunch of different things. There's a bunch of different sabers, blades and accessories, props and replicas. There's some workshops that they actually do as well, which is really cool. But if we go to sabers, and then there's some different levels of sabers here. So there's the basic, advanced, and artisan. The more advanced that you get, the more premium I would say that they get. I got a basic series, so I'm going to be going into this. And as you can see, there are a ton of options here. Many different characters, just so many different choices if you want to pick a different character. And the one that was sent to me was this Wanderer, Revenge of the Sith. So this is the prequel lightsaber for the one and the only greatest of all time, Obi-Wan Kenobi. So this was actually the very first Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber that I've gotten. I'm not really a huge lightsaber collector. I've always wanted to kind of get into them, but there are a couple that I have. I made 2 of them at Galaxy's Edge in Disney World, and then I have a couple of other Hasbro ones that I got back when I was collecting Black Series, but I've never had one as premium as this here. So going through the information as far as what you can get with this, there's a couple different options. You can get an in-hilt LED option. That's where the RGB lights are base lit. And then you get the N pixel, which is where the RGB lights are actually throughout the blade. So you get a more premium lighting and just a nicer blade quality. So scrolling down here, there is a 3 to 4 weeks lead time for creation of the hilt and getting to the unique features here. This thing is feature packed. There is so much cool stuff. If you know about lightsabers, you know how unique and creative you can get with your settings. But like I mentioned, you have the pixel LED blade, and then you have these really nice, like, seamless ignition and retraction settings for the blade as well. It's multi-color changing. You can basically make the blade whatever color that you want, and it's really easy to change colors. You get flash and clash on blade lockup because these are combat sabers. When they hit each other, they actually do have clashing and blade lockup effects. There's different blaster block effects as well. There's 34 pre-installed sound banks on this, and it is very cool. I'll show that later in the video, kind of cycling through the different ones. The swinging for this as well has really nice and smooth sound effects when you're swinging the blade. It's very uniform, and it just feels really smooth when you're using this lightsaber. There are a bunch of different blade effects as well, as far as flaming and unstable. And also the next thing is there is endless customization for this. You can customize it through the SD card. There's an SD card that comes with it, and you can find more functions and pretty much make this however you want. And then lastly here, there is a battery that's built right into the hilt. So you just unscrew the bottom of the saber and you can plug a USB-C cable right into the hilt for really easy, nice charging. And then moving on here to some of the tech specs. It's only 1 pound. It's really light with the blade on it. It's really easy to wield and to move. And then you can see all the different LED color profiles on here. there are multiple options, and like I said, you can pretty much choose, you know, whatever color that you want within this color spectrum here. It's very nice. And then, as I mentioned, for the battery power, you just plug it in with USB-C. You can use it for 35 to 45 minutes. The blade is a 32-inch blade, and the material and the finish of this, it is really nice in hand. So it's precision machined from aluminum alloy, and it is anodized aluminum. So you are getting a very nice saber with good quality parts. And then they partner with Kit Saber for the soundboard. And like I said, there's 34 sound banks, as I mentioned before, and you get all these different effects. And then what's included in the box, I'm going to go through this here, but as you see in the picture, that is what you get. And I will show that here very shortly in the video. So starting off here, this is the case that the saber comes in. It is very nice. It's like a hard plastic, and it actually has these numbers on it and a locking mechanism, so you can set a code to lock the saber into the box. This is really nice. This comes with all of the basic series character inspired sabers. And here's what it looks like when you open the box. You have the lightsaber that's wrapped in a plastic wrap, and then all the accessories, and then you can't see, but at the top of the case has the NeoPixel blade. And here is everything out of the case. So not only do you get the lightsaber hilt and the blade, but you get this really nice acrylic stand that's super simple to put together. To attach the blade into the hilt, you need to use an Allen key. It's very simple to do. You just tighten a couple screws on the outside of the emitter. And then you have these things to connect it to a computer. You have a USB charging cable as well. And then this USB thing to basically make it so you can change the profiles on the lightsaber, and there is a phone app as well if you want to do that. And here is the hilt outside of the case on the included acrylic display stand. This thing is very nice. I am really impressed with it right out of the case before even lighting it up or really doing anything with it. This is very good quality. It's got nice weight to it. It displays really well on this included acrylic stand. I have a couple of other lightsabers that are Hasbro Black Series ones, and they do not compare to the quality of this hilt here. I really like how you can display this on this stand. This is probably how I'm going to have it displayed in my collection without the blade on it. I think this is a really clean look, and this is how I'm going to have it in one of my display cases. So overall, super impressed with the quality right out of the case here. So now let's get this thing lit up and see how it looks. So to initially power this on, there's a button underneath here that you hold down for a couple seconds, and it'll turn on. It'll say power on. And then to ignite the blade, you just press this button again. So here's what it looks like. And then you can hear when it's ignited that it has a unique sound profile depending on what font you're using for the saber. And it's got clashing effects and also blaster effects as well. Now let's say you're on this profile and you want to change the color. You hold down this button and then you twist the blade. So now the color can change. And then when you rotate the hilt as well, you can go through different color profiles, or it will just cycle through like this. So you find the one that you want. So this is really nice. It's got like a full-on color profile that you can switch or whatever you want. Let's do this one. So now it's changed. And then say we want to change it again, but we want to do like a rotation. So now when you rotate the hilt, it'll go through the spectrum of the colors. So you can pick whatever one that you want. You can see it changing. And then to retract the blade, you just hold the button down, it retracts. And then if you want to change between profiles, you just rotate the hilt with the blade off like this. So you go counterclockwise and then clockwise quickly. So this is the master. Let's say we want to change the color again. So this one's going through like the different lights. So I'll go through some other profiles here. So you can see how easy it is to switch between. So that's a more unique one.
Dark Ages.
So this one's pretty crazy. It's actually like a medieval sword. So you can see how easy it is to switch between. This one's got kind of a pulsing effect here.
The champion. The Dark Lord revisited. The learner.
So as you can see, there's a bunch of different profiles. There's different blade ignition types.
The second.
And like I said, the hilt is unique. The hilt noises in the movement sounds are unique per profile. I just hit my ceiling because it's really low.
The teacher.
And then another thing that you can do is you can change the blade ignition type. So if you hold down the button for, basically in the manual it says like how long you need to hold it down for to see, but it's a couple seconds here.
Broken ignition.
So now it's a broken ignition. And if we do it again,
Flash blade.
flash blade. This one's kind of like a strobe light.
Photon ignition.
Photon ignition.
Fire blade.
Fire blade here. So it kind of has like a flame effect.
Stack ignition.
So again, like I said, you just hold the button down and then you release and it'll switch. There's a different one as well.
Steady.
So these are really cool. You have like different profiles. And like I said, you can switch the color whenever you want. If you just hold this button down,
Color change.
twist it, now it's going to go through the different color profiles.
Color selected.
So it's as simple as that. And then say I want to change the ignition again.
Warp ignition.
Warped ignition. Do it again here.
Phaser ignition.
So it's pretty cool. A lot of unique different styles and different types of ignition.
Unstable. Rainbow blade. Scavenger ignition.
So yeah, it has like a full rainbow blade. So you can just see like with this, all the different colors that this NeoPixel has, which is really nice. It has basically the full spectrum of colors.
Candy blade. Hunter ignition.
So this one's really cool. It's called the Hunter Ignition. It makes a really cool noise. It's actually one of my favorite ones on here. So that's really cool.
Color change.
And like I said, you can change the color to whatever you want. So now we'll put it all together here so I can show you how easy it is to basically go through the different profiles and different color changes. So this one's called the Wanderer. protector. Let's change the color.
Color change.
So now it's cycling through.
Color selected.
Turn it off, change profiles.
The Dark Empress.
Change the color again.
Color change.
Now it's cycling through and I rotate the hilt. So as you can see, I'm rotating it and it's going through the spectrum of the colors.
Color selected.
Now we'll do a different type of ignition.
Broken ignition. The sun. Color change.
Change the color again. So this is, I think, a really cool feature.
Color selected.
So there you have it. As you can see, you just have so many options with this type of lightsaber. I am very impressed and also happy to finally have an Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber in my collection. It is long overdue. If you are interested in picking one of these up, Sabermach is running a promotion exclusive to my channel. If you buy a basic series character lightsaber, you can purchase a second basic series hilt saber at a 50% discount. The basic series hilt sabers are in the description below, the ones that qualify for the promotion. All you have to do is add both of them to your cart and type in code SNEAKER and the discount will be applied. This is only for the first 10 customers and it will expire at the end of this month of June. Huge shout out to Sabermach for doing that for my channel, and I am grateful for the opportunity to review this product for them. Guys, go check out sabermach.com and go pick yourself up one of these amazing lightsabers. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell so that you stay up to date on future content dropping on the channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time. Collect carefully.